Shalom. Shalom. I give all the glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And launch to the elders of apostle great minister on top of this church of searching, citation to the hope for let the spread of fork in this earth. So the title is going to be War in the Spirit. Okay, War in the Spirit / mind. War in the Spirit, War in the mind. Okay, because, just for your new believers, okay, if you don't know, because the word mind, your spirit is located in your, in your mind, right? So when your mind is your, when your consciousness, basically, that's your spirit. So I'm gonna get here, because when you come into the truth, when you come into this truth, you're gonna be warned, okay, against in your mind. You're gonna have a spiritual warfare in your mind, right? When you come into the truth, because you're fighting off that old man, right? And you're trying to put on that new man, right? When you find out the old man, your old man wants it's those demons, basically, it's those demons trying to come back, okay, that had cleansed off you, okay. So when you're in this, when you come into this truth, okay, you're fighting, you're having a spiritual war, okay, that you can't, and ultimately, the Lord, He's ultimately fighting that battle. He's this word, the word of the Lord. The Lord. He's ultimately fighting that battle for you. Okay. So I'm here in Romans 7:23. Right, the conflict of two natures. Paul even spoke about this, right? But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members, right? Because, our mind, which represents our spirit, okay, it wants to keep the ways of the Lord, okay? It wants to do righteousness, okay? It doesn't want to commit the sin, right? It doesn't want to go back to that old man, right? It doesn't want to do the ways of that old man, right? But then there's a war, which is the law of sin, okay, which is our flesh, which is represent our flesh, right? That's basically want to commit. That want to seek comfort. That want to commit iniquity. That just want to sin, right? Just want to be. Our flesh is, like it's a devil's it's Satan playground, basically, right? Satan, plays on our flesh, meaning where our lusts, okay, our lusts, and use our flesh, against us, right? Whether that, trying to, just like Job, right? Job, he had, different elements going on where he had, he had what things called, like big pores on him, okay. He was ill, sick, near to dying, right? So this is that war that's going on. The war, that war in our mind, and that war in our spirit against our flesh. Okay, but we know that Yahabashah, he's ultimately, you know, he's bringing it. He's not gonna Because scripture says that the Lord, he won't give us nothing that we can bear, right? So the Lord, he's ultimately using that to build us up, okay, in the spirit, to test us, okay, to see if we're gonna, break, to basically see if we're gonna, give into, you know, that lust, okay. But the thing is, it's just continue to pray, okay, continue to pray, continue to use your, sword, okay, put on that armor, okay, that helmet, that shield, continue to go to war, okay, because this is what it's all about, you know. It's a daily warfare, spiritual warfare, you know. Oh, wretched man as I am, who should deliver me from the body of the stealth? Right, you know. Only YAHAWASHI can deliver us from the stealth, right? And this is what YAHAWASHI come back to do, to deliver us, okay, from this flesh, for this wretched body, okay, before we get new bodies. This is 2 Corinthians 10:3 reads, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Right, you know. We're walking in the flesh right now. We're in the flesh, right? But we don't war in the flesh, meaning what? We don't, you know, um, we don't try to find fleshly things to please what's going on in the spirit, to please what's going on in our flesh, like taking drugs, okay, or going to a therapist, okay, you know, trying to find an easy way out, okay, committing suicide, which is the Bible having, the Lord, Yahweh said he able to condemn that, right? So we do not war after the flesh, right? So what is this war? Okay, what do we war after, right? We war the spirit by using what? The names of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, okay, to rebuke, okay, to fight, you know, the words of the Lord, okay, using the words of the Lord to fight, what's happening, okay, in the spirit. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to pulling down of strongholds, okay, mighty through the Most High, what the names of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, okay, to pulling down of strongholds. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16 reads, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And how do we walk in the spirit? Okay, praying, right? Reading, you know. And guess what? It's not gonna be comfortable. Okay, it's easy. It's easy said and done, right? This is why you're gonna have to, speaking to myself first. You're gonna have to dig deep. You know, it's not it's not hard. Okay, it's not easy, right? You have to pray. You actually have to you have to pray. This is this is we're laboring. Okay, so you know once so wicked, once that old man try to come back in, you got to rebuke that old man, right? Now I'm talking about your lust, the lust you had in the world, right? Once that trying to creep back in, you got to rebuke it, okay, and get again, pray, you know, and you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would, right? The flesh wants to the flesh does, which means they both having a war against each other. That's the world. He's saying that there's a devil on your left shoulder and there's an angel on your right. Okay, so so, but we know that the Lord Yahawah, he is stronger than that demon, right? So this is why you have to constantly use the names. We have to constantly get into the word and get into praying, okay, and rebuking those demons. Through the power of spirit Yahawah. So that you cannot do the things that you would, right? I'm pretty sure many brothers and many sisters, you probably had a time where, you know, you, you just, kind of get, you kind of feel burnt out in the spirit, so to speak, right? You know, where you just, sit, where you just start thinking to yourself, right? You just don't, you know, you're not, you point to just thinking to yourself, you're not, you're like in your thoughts, okay? But guess what? Regulate this what it's going, this is what the precept's going to, right? You know, it's just your flesh, you trying to your comforts, right? You want to go back to your comforts, but if you go back to your comforts, then that's that's not good, right? But you also want to get into the reading, and you won't get to reading, but your flesh is telling you not to read. Your flesh is telling you not to, you know, fast or pray or do whatever, right? And your spirit telling you not to go back to your comfort. Your spirit telling you, okay, not to, you know, do this or do that in the world, right? So that's at war, right? But guess what? Um, but that ultimately, you know, and that as long as you know, because the scripture is about doing everything in decently in order, okay. It's okay, you know, to you know, it's okay to be down in the spirit, so to speak, okay. But the thing is, you have to remember, that it's a race, right? You have to continue to endure. You have to continue to pray. You have to continue to fight, right? You have to continue to read. Okay, you got to continue to, you know, labor. Okay, wherever your office is, and it's truth. Okay, you have to, you have to continue to, have patience. Okay, you have to continue to, career prisoners of hope, continue to have faith. Right, that you are going to that. You know, there's an end to your to what you're going to. That's an end to your suffering coming. Right, and continue to praise the Lord. Okay, you know, continue to praise the Lord. Right, and the Lord, He delight in a humble heart. Okay, so that's if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling, you know, down in the spirit, that's that's it's not a bad thing, right? Because you don't want to be puffed up with proud. Okay, you don't want to be too puffed up with proud. Now, nobody should be feeling depressed in the spirit. Okay, to the point where you just won't do anything. You won't take care of yourself. Okay, you won't take care of yourself, right? Or you just you don't want to read. Okay, you don't want to do what you have to do. Okay, in the ministry, no one should be feeling like that, right? Everyone should have a balance in their life. Okay, there should be there's you should be balancing. Okay, you should be balancing where you have to do for Yabashasha, what you have to take care of yourself too. But yeah, this is a point that walk by the spirit, right? You know, because this is a spiritual warfare, right? It's a you know, but we have to walk by the spirit. We have to walk in the spirit. How to walk in the spirit? Okay, by you know doing the things, using the examples of our elders, brothers, and the truth before us. Okay, and ultimate Yahawah. Okay, the ultimate example. You know. So I'm closing everybody with all golden praises to Yahawah by Shan Shabbat Shan QADASH. And that's what I say, Shalom.